Hey guys, my name is TommyBryson. If you don't know me, you're gonna know me. Now, I really want to talk to you guys about the top 5 apps that every single entrepreneur out there needs in their phone. Either if you're starting or you've been doing entrepreneurship for a very long time or had your own business for a very long time, it doesn't matter because if you're a real entrepreneur, you know that in every single piece of information out there, there might be a little nugget that might get you a huge return on your investment. So this might be it, so stick around. Now, before I even get started with all the apps, I do want to tell you that I follow a fundamental rule when it comes to my investments, when it comes to every single thing. And if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to learn more and more details. But until then, I want to tell you that I follow health, wealth, love, and happiness. Those are my 4 rules. So every single day, I work on these 4 things so I can have a very good life. So at the end of my life, I can say like, hey, I made sure I had a balanced life. I had a very good life and I lived the life that I was happy living, right? So the top 5 apps that I'm going to tell you guys are apps that are going to help you to get to what those fundamental things are. Working on your health, which is like how you are so you can live longer, your wealth so you can make more money, your love life so you can have like love in a sense, right? Or like have more love with your family. And the 5th one is happiness. And the 4th one is happiness that you get when you do all 4 at the same time, right? Every single day. So let's get right into it. The top 5 apps that every single entrepreneur out there needs. Now, number 1 is Acorn. Acorn is a financial investment app that allows you, and it sounds like a promotional ad, but it's not. Trust me, I'm just trying to give you guys whatever I can to get you started into your investment for your retirement because it's very important, believe it or not. So Acorn is a financial app that allows you to invest very small amounts of money, buy fractional shares, and still have those fractional shares of index funds pay you money every quarter, which is very good. So for example, if you're only making like maybe $500 a month or maybe $10,000 a month or maybe $100,000 a month, doesn't matter, you can still use this app because it's all index funds and the expense ratio is still really low. It's like 0.25. If you don't know what that is, please subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of explanations, so a whole bunch of terms out there that you may or may not know. So subscribe. So the expense ratio is very low, so it's still a very good place to invest your money into. And say for example, like I said, you're making $100. Well, put like $10 aside, and every time you put $10 aside and you put it into Acorn automatically buys shares, fractional shares, and puts it into your portfolio. That keeps growing, and eventually when you retire, you have some money on the side. Now, for example, I like to use a fixed percentage, which is 10% of whatever I make, and that's what I like to do. And Acorn also does a very interesting thing, which is, for example, if you use a debit card a lot, whenever you buy whatever you buy, it rounds up to the next dollar, and it invests that into your investment portfolio, which is very good, and it adds up. Trust me, it adds up. Now, the second app I want to talk to you guys about is a very important app. Now, if you do decide to get Acorn, I'm going to put the link to all the apps that I'm telling you guys down there. But Acorn specifically, when you sign up, you get a $5 bonus just for signing up and investing like your first like dollar or penny or whatever it is, and you get a $5 bonus. You can actually get started. And when you get paid $5, I also get $5. Now, the second app every single entrepreneur out there needs is called Fitness Pal. Fitness Pal is literally what it sounds like. It's an app about fitness, and I know you guys didn't expect this, but like I said, health, wealth, love, and happiness. So Fitness Pal is a health app that allows you not only to put in your weight, track your steps, track your meals, but it also lets you interact with your friends and show them your progress and everything like that. And it also shows you recipes and meal plans that you can follow to lose weight, and it also helps you reach your goals faster. So for example, when I was like, I was near 190 pounds, right? And I was losing control. I started tracking what I ate. So Fitness Pal has a feature that allows you, whenever you're buying something outside, you can scan the barcode and it tells you how many calories it has, if it has protein, if it doesn't, how many sodium it has, like how much sodium it has. It tells you all the details about that package. Once you eat it, you put it into the app and it logs it up and it tells you, well, you have this much calories left, you have this much sodium left, you have this much protein left. It automatically categorizes everything in a very simple, effortless way to follow everything. So I really like the app and that's why I'm using it. And I don't remember my username over there, but trust me, I'll probably put it down in the description below so you can add me over there and we can see each other's progress and everything like that. Remember, health, wealth, love, and happiness. Now, the third app that I did find, and you guys are probably going to be laughing because of this, but it's Tinder and a whole bunch of other socializing apps, like, for example, Meetup Now, and also, like, Bagel Meet Coffee or anything like that. I use, like, for example, I personally don't use, like, Tinder and stuff like that because I already have a girlfriend. If I have an app like that on my phone, I might not be making more videos, but if you don't have any way to, like get to know a person, or, like, if you don't, like, if you're not socializing a lot, this can be a very easy way to test out like different techniques, so like get to know people, see if you meet a girl or anything like that. And the Meetup app, I really like it because it lets you link up with entrepreneurs, with people that are trying to get to where you want to get to, real estate programs, and a whole bunch of like-minded people come together and kind of help each other by kind of like showing each other what they know and just like trying to move forward. And I actually heard about people that have gone inside of the Meetup app, not the Tinder app, that have gone inside the Meetup app, met up with some people, and they have been able to like form businesses and have actually become successful because of it. Because remember, entrepreneurship is not just about making money, but it's also about socializing, creating jobs, and people tend to forget about that. Entrepreneurship is not a lonely road, the lone wolf. Maybe it is for the first 1 to 3 years, but after that, you do have to think about like expanding, creating jobs, and having good people around you. So this is a very good way to actually get started. Now, the fourth app that I did find fairly recently is called Varo. It's Varo, if I'm correct, right? Varo. Now, Varo is like an online saving account. Remember I made that video about the best savings accounts out there? Well, this one's actually a little bit better. I didn't really put it in that video because I didn't have enough information about it, but it's a very good start if you're just getting started. It links up all your bank accounts, it puts the money into that account, and it gives you, I think, 2.40 interest rate a year, which is very good for a savings account. So I say this app because, for example, if you're an entrepreneur, you know that eventually you're going to have to save money on the side and put it on the side, but you don't want to lose money while you're saving money. This is something that I really try to avoid. And I've heard a lot of people, one of my friends tried to do this and it did not plan out as he thought it was going to plan out. He tried to save money to buy like a piece of real estate, so he put it into the stock market. And you know, when I put money into the stock market, I 100% know that I will not be touching that money for the next few years to come. But anything that you're doing short term, do not put in the stock market. Put it into a savings account that's making 2.40%, which is very good. You're making like, you have like $20,000, you're making like $600 a year off of that free money. But he put it into the stock market, and what ended up happening is when he was just about to take it out, or looking at it or whatever, when he was just about to take it out, the market crashed. This was back in December, and the money that he had in there was not the same. So he did a whole technique that he went over with me, and it worked out great for him, but it's not recommended. But it's not recommendable to try to like save up money in the stock market because it is unpredictable. But it is predictable because, you know, in the long term it will make money, but in the short term it is unpredictable. So do not risk your money in that. Put it into Varo, save up your money at a very nice interest rate, and plan out what you want to invest in. Now, the fifth app is called Wealth Plus. And yes, it's all about wealth. Like I told you guys, right? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. You guys are going to hate me, but I keep saying these things because it's an important balance. I see way too many people out there that are rich, have alcoholic problems, that are rich, that are having obesity, that are rich, have bad relationships at home. It's a whole bunch of imbalance. So as soon as you get a hold on all these things, the better your life is going to plan out to be long term. So Wealth Plus is an app that allows you on a weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis. You can plan it out however you want to do, but it helps you track your net worth. And if you don't know what net worth is, it's actually what you're worth after you take away what you owe and then you add your assets and all those things, right? So it's one of the most important apps out there. Now, like I did tell you guys, I think a long time ago, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. But I did tell you guys that as you become an entrepreneur, you're going to be progressing and progressing more and more. So these apps that you see right here, that's like the starter pack. And in some cases, they're like really advanced because the 2.4 interest rate on a savings account is still really good. And Acorn, I'm kind of advanced, and I rather Acorn than any like E-Trade and all those things. Is E-Trade only allows me to put in like $250 per this share, $250 for this share, but I can just put in like $1,000 a month and then just have a balanced portfolio, which is great. So I like using that instead. But eventually, as you become more and more advanced, you're gonna have to replace some of these apps with like Excel, with like other savings accounts if you want to, because as you keep investing money. By the way, the app that I give you is FDIC approved, so you have $250,000 that is secured by the government. But as you keep growing and growing, you're going to need to stabilize things more and more. And these apps are not going to be capable of doing that job. But it's a great starter pack. I'm currently doing it, and I'm doing great. And by the way, I always say this, yo. Finance is simple. It's very simple. Don't try to complicate it. Don't try to go on Google now and look up like, oh my gosh, he told me Acorn, well, why don't I do E-Trade, or why don't I do this and this and this? No, bro, just like start off and like just keep like going. Like it's simple. Like you're literally just putting your money aside. You're literally just socializing. You're literally just tracking your wealth. You don't need to pay memberships for none of this stuff. Like don't be pulled into people that are out there trying to get money out of your pocket. Yes, there are apps out there that do maybe a better job than Acorn, but you have to pay more money to them, and it's like basically the same job. Yes, there are apps out there that do a better job than FitnessPal, but guess what? You pay like $20 a month and you get like the same thing that you just like looked up on the internet. Yes, there are Tinder apps that are better. There's a whole bunch of apps out there that are better and better and better, but they cost you unnecessary money because it's just a little bit more convenient, but it's not really worth it. Guys, my name is TommyBryson. If you don't know me, you're gonna know me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any of these apps installed on your phone, and if you don't, make sure to do, and if you don't know how to do that, just go down into the description of the video and it gives you the link right there. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You've got to start at the bottom.